Sukkar blames the Bikies. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I've got my lunchtime stein of coffee and I'm honestly working on a presentation about the Cashban build tonight. Top 5 Cashban lessons. And I just happened to receive an email from John Adams. Looks like he was listening to ABC Drive and he recorded some audio from our assistant treasurer answering a phone call from a member of the public. An engaged member of the public who sent an email to our assistant treasurer. So I thought it'd be worth listening to this to see what message is getting pushed out there to the public.
Eric from Dandenong with a question, an issue we haven't discussed for a while. Eric, what's your query?
Hello, Michael. Eric from Dandenong. I sent you an email regarding Liberal's cash restriction bill.
This is about a $10,000 limit with cash.
Yes. In terms of Australia's economic problem, we are not improving our productivity. So, as with our wage growth, I don't understand why Liberal, as a Liberal Party, put a restriction on use of cash instead of let the market force decide which way to go.
That's a really good point, isn't it? Just think about that. A really good point. Because the market is pretty much steering most people away from cash. We don't even need a restriction. But so I agree completely with the caller there. Good point. Because
looking the Reserve Bank is lower the interest rate and the economy is not moving. We are on the downhill to the negative interest rate. So at this time, people have to pay interest for put money in the bank.
So he's warning about the potential for negative interest rates, which the media will push as a conspiracy theory, but it happens, guys. It is happening. Traditionally, and I'm talking before our modern banking system, that's what used to happen. You'd store gold and wealth at the bank and you'd have to pay them a fee.
I don't understand why the Liberal Party put the red taps instead of make the pie bigger and all the Australians can enjoy the benefit of a booming economy.
Michael, Sukkar, a lot of people don't like that limit on how much cash they'll be able to.
Well, just to clarify, Eric, of course you can enter into transactions above $10,000, but in cash, we are taking the advice of the Black Economy Task Force, which found that particularly bikie and other criminal gangs were using cash purchases of jewellery and cars to launder money.
So that's what they're blaming it on. Bikies and other criminal gangs. And they're turning all of us into criminals for this. Because I'm pulling some of the things out from the... And I'll show you this one, Just only 300 people attended all their public consultations they had throughout the country. And I'll show you this presentation. I'll record it. But it's all based on anecdotal evidence. It's worrying.
Not to mention there was some tax evasion going on. This has been done in a number of first world jurisdictions around the world. It's not particularly novel.
I guess Eric's
and it hasn't really worked in other jurisdictions around the world, guys. Has it reduced crime? Do you think the bikies will then force people to take cash and just force you to doctor things? These are criminals! Do you think it'll stop them? Or make it a little bit harder for people to get involved with them? Or what happens if you think you've got a contract and then someone turns up with cash? You're going to be able to turn it away?
It might be that most people using that amount of cash aren't criminals. And then you're crimping their ability to expand the economy.
I don't know many people who engage with a single transaction of $10,000 or more in cash.
I have a friend. Radiologist. He did it the other day. He didn't know anything about this legislation that was coming through. He was just going shopping with the wife. They moved in, they've moved out back, or not out back, Wagga Wagga. I bet they would have gone shopping for something, He just dropped it. It happens.
Sure, it does happen, but it's not particularly common. So I think we're talking about a fairly small number of people in society. But what
But we want to keep our freedom.
Black Economy Task Force found was through the purchases of vehicles and jewellery in large volumes, criminal gangs were using that as a vehicle for laundering money.
What's stopping them just offshoring the money and doing it that way? What about for currency exchanges? Can they do that?
Even in some cases, purchasing property in cash to launder money, and this is purely a response to trying to crack down on those bikie and criminal gangs.
Michael Sukkar, unprompted, unexpected question.
Unexpected? I thought this would be on the mind of every single... Well, maybe that's just the circles that I'm frequenting, and being a YouTuber, people are sending me things like this. So guys, there we have it. You know, our assistant treasurer on ABC Drive. Thank you very much, John Adams, for sending it to me. Appreciate it. I don't think I even told him I was going to put this video together. I didn't intend to, but I thought it'd be worth it just to get it out to everyone to hear. Take care, guys. Oh, actually, what do you think? Do you think this is legit? You know, the bikies, do you think it is an issue that we need to be aware of? And I will just, you know, we'll just jump over here and I will show you. I will show you here what we've got. I mean, these were the road shows that they had. Perth, Sydney, Bathurst, Mildura, Hobart, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Gold Coast. Why not Darwin? Why wasn't Darwin on there? Aren't they affected by it? 300 people attended. 300 people attended. And they're using that as the justification for this cash ban. Some of the countries, you know. Here's Dr. Martin, what's it? Srinska. I've got to learn how to pronounce that for my talk tonight. But, you know, it's been happening in all these other localities, and I haven't added them all to it. But, you know, you've got France, you've got Hungary, you've got Portugal, you've got Slovakia. What they don't mention is that Germany defied it. What Germany defied it, guys. And what really annoys me the most is that we have a potential, or we had, you know, the House of Reps. Bob Catter was giving quite a good speech. You know, you got Wilkie gave quite a good speech. You've got Rebecca Sharkey gave quite a good speech in the House of Reps. This is where people are meant to come and debate, come and talk, and come and discuss. And they said it to an empty room. To an empty room. Here's the seating plan, guys, and I've laid them next to each other. You know, you can pick, you can contact your House of Reps, see how they vote. How could they vote on this without hearing the debates, without hearing the discussions? This is the most disgusting thing about this whole process. And this is why politicians are surprised that they're voting to send people to jail if they spend money. They're not even realizing it. Because they're not in the bloody room to hear it. For what? To stop bikies potentially buying some jewelry or some property. Well, they didn't seem to care about that when foreign investment shot up our property prices. How much money is getting laundered in that sector? They don't care about that. It's an attack on our freedoms, everyone. And this has the potential. This has the potential to get even worse with negative interest rates, and then with advanced monetary theory, where they're looking at decoupling physical cash from digital cash and having an exchange rate. So it's even impossible to hoard it. So that a safety net that physical cash provides can be removed as well. Can be removed as well, because then you can go deeply negative. And it's all to influence you to spend, because it's gotten in such a mess. It's one thing for certain, it's definitely going to be interesting times, guys. Interesting times. So thank you to John who sent this to me, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the comments below. What do you reckon? Do you think he's just, you know, talking BS? Or do you think it will actually make a difference? Do you think it will convince the mum and dads? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and you would like to support us, there's a few ways you can. Share the content, get the videos out there. You can support us on Patreon or YouTube here, joining the channel for a small monthly donation. You can use our affiliate links at Independent Reserve or Kucoin for the crypto traders, Amazon or eBay for your consumer purchases, while you still can use the cash. We've got merch on the HeiseSays website, pocket squares we hand make right here. and finally PayPal, if you want to support us that way. Thanks everyone, take care, have a nice day, bye for now.